What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler, and today I've got two different sneaker packages from two different sneaker companies from two completely different continents. I know what one of them is, I'm really excited about this one, but I don't know what this one is. I know who it's from because of the logo on the top of the box, but I don't know what it could be. So let's just pop these guys open and see what we've got. As usual, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you want to see more videos like this, or more sneaker reviews, or even sit or sell videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and you guys will get notified when a new video comes out, if you hit that little notification bell, I guess. But getting into this first package, this is a pair of sneakers from a brand called We Are Underdogs, and if you've been following me on social, or just YouTube in general for the last 3 or 4 months, this is actually the brand that... What the hell? Let's just pretend that didn't happen. So if you've been watching my channel for the last couple months or following me on social media, you know that We Are Underdogs is the brand that I'm actually working with to create my first signature sneaker. I did already create a sneaker with Planters Peanuts last year and VaynerMedia, but this year, rather than creating a promotional sneaker, I'm creating a shoe that is more of a collaboration and that I'm designing completely by myself from scratch, which is super exciting, except for the midsole and outsole. That has to be sourced because it's, you know, super expensive to create a mold, but the whole upper of the sneaker, and I'll actually put an image up on screen so you guys can see what it looks like. This sneaker will be available to purchase, I think, in probably 2-3 months. Depends on how long production is. And I'm going out to Portugal at the end of this month, actually, to check out the samples. I'm super excited about that. So make sure to stay tuned. I'll be doing vlogs. But this is a sneaker of theirs that they just released that is in collaboration with another designer. This is actually a really nice box. I like that they're putting their logo on the box. This is the We Are Underdogs Obscure in Turbo Dream. I'm not sure if Turbo Dream is the name of the shoe or the colorway or whatever it is, but I'm excited to check it out. Now this sneaker is actually limited to 100 pairs, which is kind of crazy. It's more of like a designer luxury type shoe because it was all handmade in Portugal. But the thing that I'm most excited about this shoe is seeing what the quality's like, so I know what the quality's like on my shoe. But from first glance, these are fire. Look at these. The We Are Underdogs Obscure Turbo Dream. Again, not sure if that's the name of the shoe or the colorway, but man, this is a fire sneaker. Yo, I just realized that's actually their logo on the side. Or maybe not their logo, but that spells out We Are Underdogs, or W-A-U. That's awesome. I didn't notice that online. That's sick. This is really nicely constructed. I'm impressed. I mean, the materials are obviously really solid. They're all sourced from actually nearby the factory, so I think within, is it 15 miles or 20 miles of where the factory actually sews these sneakers together, which I think is pretty incredible. The stitching looks solid. It's not like crazy, like it's not going all over the place. Like if you look at some cheap sneakers, it'll go all over the place, but if you're looking at more like designer quality sneakers like this, it's usually really great. So pretty impressed with that. The design as well is pretty solid. I mean, it's a great looking sneaker. I'm pretty happy with it. We Are Underdogs actually sent over some information a couple days ago on the sneaker, but I didn't want to read it because I wanted to look at the sneaker first. So here we go. It says, "It's our pleasure to send you a pair of Turbo." So they are called the Turbo. "This style is a collaboration of We Are Underdogs with Obscure Sneakers. It was launched under the format of a design contest where designers submitted their concepts and there was public voting to choose the winner. The challenge was to have an up-to-date retro runner inspired by the 90s with an extra light EVA outsole." Well, I gotta say it is pretty light, which is nice. At least the overall shoe. I mean, I can't pull off the outsole to see, but the shoe itself is nice and light. There were more than 100 submissions, and the winner was Blake Scordino from Birmingham, Alabama. The colorway was named Dream. That makes sense. So it's the Turbo in the Dream colorway. Gotcha. There was only 100 pairs made of this colorway, and the retail price is $199. If you want to grab a pair of the We Are Underdog Obscure Turbos, they release on Friday, February 7th, although it can be pre-ordered now, subject to stock availability. It features an intricate paneling of leather, suede, and mesh, and the ribbon straps form the WAU logo. That's awesome. There are some less visible details as 3M reflective and rope laces, very cool, as well as the embroidered star. After all, this is a style designed by the champion of the competition. Congrats to Blake for winning the competition. I mean, I think you designed an awesome shoe. This is really nicely done. And as someone who's like a pretty heavy sneakerhead, and to be honest, I'm kind of, I can be a brand snob sometimes. This is a sneaker that I would genuinely wear, even if I wasn't working with We Are Underdogs. This is a sneaker that I really like because of the paneling, and especially because of the colorway. That purple and green is solid. It's not in your face, but it's something different than what you usually see on sneakers, which I really like. And to be honest, I really like the outsole. I don't know if he designed the outsole, but I think it's clean. I'm impressed, and genuinely, out of all the We Are Underdog sneakers that I've seen, and all of them are pretty solid, and they're all designed by mainly industrial designers, which I think is awesome, because I'm an industrial designer, this might be maybe my favorite. Once again, if you would like to grab a pair of the We Are Underdogs Turbo, they release on February 7th for $199, and again, you can pre-order them. I'm not sure exactly how many pairs are left, but it is limited to 100 pairs, so probably not that many. And make sure to stay tuned because I'll be bringing you content from the design of my personal sneaker with We Are Underdogs. It's already designed, but the sampling process, and I think we will be producing more than 100 pairs, so if you want a pair, you should be able to get a pair of those, but really excited to do it. So, this next pair is from New Balance, if the logo didn't give it away enough. New Balance did tell me that this is part of their Joe Fresh Goods collaboration and that it's releasing during All-Star Weekend. And I will be at one of their All-Star Weekend events, so if you guys are in Chicago during All-Star Weekend, make sure to hit me up. Where'd my scissors go? But I haven't actually seen any of the Joe Fresh Goods stuff yet, so I'm really stoked to check it out. So let's see it. Upside down. Nice. Oh, so this is one of their American-made pairs. That's awesome. I actually don't have any pairs of New Balance American made, so I'm stoked on this. Should we open it up? Oh, it's the tag of the shoe. I thought this was a note, but it's just the tag of the shoe. The top of the box actually does have some text on it, and it reads, "With over 75 years of authentic American craftsmanship, New Balance Made is designed without compromise. This pair represents our unwavering commitment to those who walk their own path." Very cool. Let's see the shoe. Whoa. This is actually really nice. No way. It comes with like a bunch of different lace colors too. Look at that. That's sick. Okay, let's look at the shoe. Let's take a look at the sneaker. So this is the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 992. I don't know much about the sneaker, but that's what Google's for, so give me a second. So these are a New Balance and Joe Fresh Goods Robinson collaboration, and they're part of the Don't Be Mad and No Emotions Are Emotions collection, which we'll be releasing exclusively at a pop-up shop during All-Star Weekend. That's awesome. I had no idea these were that exclusive. That's crazy. So these New Balance 992s and a pair of Omnis basketball sneakers from the collection will be releasing exclusively through the pop-up shop from February 14th through February 16th in Chicago. Thank you, New Balance. I appreciate it. This is awesome. I Googled the shoe and GOAT popped up. And according to GOAT, these are right now currently listed at $1,200. That's nuts. Thank you, New Balance. This is sick. Well, this is my All-Star Weekend kick now. I mean, it was going to be originally, but now it definitely is. This is so sick. I didn't realize this was like that exclusive. I really love the way that it looks, but damn. So of course it's cool that New Balance sent over some exclusive sneakers, but when you really look at them, you really start to appreciate the material quality and the construction. I've got to say, the two sneakers that were sent to me today are both amazing. These are both really nicely made, and both sneakers that I think people would sleep on if they didn't know what they were, which is kind of crazy. I'm really impressed by both of these shoes. So a majority of this 992 is covered in this really nice buttery suede that does that thing where when you wipe it one way it gets lighter, and when you wipe it the other way it gets darker, especially around the toe. And it comes in this really nice sort of pink and red colorway, which I'm assuming has something to do with the fact that, you know, it's Chicago All-Star Weekend, you got the Chicago Bulls, and it also probably doesn't hurt that it's releasing on Valentine's Day, so I think it's a bunch of things going together in one that make this a really nice sort of red and pink shoe. I actually didn't notice this until just now, but on the top of the tongue, right underneath the New Balance logo, you've got DBM, which stands for Don't Be Mad. I'm assuming that has something to do with the No Emotions Are Emotions tagline, which of course relates to Kawhi Leonard and the fact that he doesn't show many emotions. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think Kawhi Leonard is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. Not only is he just nuts on the court, but he's also like the coolest person ever. He's so cool. I don't understand it. I love Kawhi. I hate that he beat the Sixers the year that we probably would have won the finals. But if anyone was gonna do it with a crazy Game 7 shot, Kawhi is the one I'd want it to be. So it is what it is. On the back of the shoe, you've got USA because these are USA-made sneakers, and you've also got sort of a semi-translucent rubber New Balance logo right there between the midsole and the upper. I said this last year too, but I feel like New Balance is really hitting their stride. They've always been a popular brand and a brand that everyone knows, but they've never really been a hyped brand. But once they got athletes like Kawhi Leonard, who just happened to win the year that they signed him, which is just the luckiest thing in the world, and they also started working with brands like Bodega, they started releasing some really, really excellent stuff. And it's not that they weren't before, but it's stuff that's really high visibility and stuff that people really want. And so you're getting these New Balance collaborations or New Balance shoes that are all of a sudden selling out like crazy. And it's interesting because it has nothing to do with the quality of the sneakers, because the quality for them, at least from what I've seen, has always been the same. It's been consistent. But now that people are really starting to notice New Balance, it's really opening up a whole new avenue for them. They're able to experiment more and have more fun, because when you have more fun, it really translates to the design of the sneakers, and I think that makes people more excited about your shoes. And this collab is a collaboration that definitely looks like was a lot of fun to make. Like, this looks like it was a blast to design. And I love it. I think it's a great looking sneaker. It's also got this American flag tag that says, "This pair of shoes was made in one of our American factories by some of our 1,300 American workers. These shoes were produced by our US workforce using imported and domestic materials." So obviously a majority of the upper comes in reds and pinks and purples, but when you move down on the sneaker, you'll notice that there's a little hit of white right there in the midsole, but a majority of the midsole and outsole just comes in this solid black, which really grounds the design, and I really like that about it. I also kind of dig that dark pink New Balance logo. My fiance would love that. She loves pink. I know it's a cliche, but she really does. That's awesome. She might actually love these sneakers. These are sick. But that pretty much wraps up the unboxing for today. Now, I would love to know your thoughts on these sneakers and whether you'd pick up either of these sneakers, so let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, huge thank you to We Are Underdogs and New Balance for sending out these awesome sneakers. I'm thoroughly impressed by both of these. Huge thank you to you guys for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.